of course, I would like very much to discuss this paper. I was the first author on efficacy and safety of the BTK inhibitor evobrutinib in relapsing multiple sclerosis over 108 weeks. That's an extension, open label extension to the phase 2 study. As you probably remember, that BTK plays a role in the B cell and macrophage signaling, and evobrutinib has a dual mode of action. So on one side, impacts B cells and myeloid cells, including microglia in the periphery in the CNS. So from the mechanistic point of view, it's quite an interesting molecule. And in a phase 2 study that was published last year in New England Journal in patients with relapsing MS, evobrutinib significantly reduced the cumulative number of T1 gut lesions compared to placebo during weeks 12 to 24 of treatment, and was generally well tolerated. So now what we wanted to do is to assess the long-term efficacy and safety in the open label extension of the study. If you remember the phase 2 study, in the 48-week double-blind period, patients received evobrutinib 25 or 75 once daily. Also, we had another group of 75 twice daily. And then we had open label dimethyl fumarate or placebo for the first 24 weeks. All arms, and at 24 weeks, we had our primary endpoint was an MRI primary endpoint, of course, gadolinium-enhanced lesions and mutated lesions. All arms continue with the original treatment until 48 weeks, except placebo, who were switched to 25 milligrams once per day. And then at week 48, and this is the open label extension part of the study, all patients were initially treated with 75 milligrams once daily. And then when we realized that 75 twice per day was better, we switched all patients to 75 milligrams twice per day. So at the end, this is just for you to know how was the distribution of the patient population. At the end, I think the important data is that 80% of patients completed 108 weeks of treatment, which is very good in my opinion. And in the for patients who receive evobrutinib 75 milligrams twice per day in the double-blind period, the annualized relapse rate was 0.11, which is very low at week 48, and 0.12 for the 108-week period. So evobrutinib, after this period of time, was generally well tolerated. The safety profile was maintained during the 60-week observational extension period, and nothing really very serious appeared from the safety point of view. So I think that the data was quite encouraging, and I wouldn't say the lack of safety issues, but in general was well tolerated and no serious signals were observed. And the good efficacy prompt us to design 2 phase 3 trials, randomized clinical trials evaluating the efficacy of evobrutinib in patients with relapsing MS against teriflunomide on this occasion. I have been discussing 3 different abstracts using 3 different molecules for the treatment of multiple sclerosis, and 2 out of the 3 are really powerful molecules. They have already demonstrated efficacy in relapsing multiple sclerosis, and one of them in progressive multiple sclerosis. And in the 3rd abstract shows how attractive, how promising a new molecule with a completely different mechanism of action can be. So I think we all know that we are living a very special time in the treatment of multiple sclerosis, and I feel really very happy just knowing how many opportunities our patients with MS do have nowadays to treat their condition.